This is day 2 of our journey out of Hot Springs. We're coming up on a road here. We didn't start hiking till 12:40 today. I woke up with a splitting headache. It started to rain again, and all of our things were just so wet. So we are making slow time today. Not sure exactly how far we'll go. Entering into Cherokee National Forest here, and we're gonna climb and see how far we get and then stop again. So we just came into Log Cabin Drive and we found this on a table. Just says Trail Magic, and there are homemade cookies inside, a trash can to throw our trash, a little log to sign that we were here, and down at the end of the road a really cool looking log cabin down there that we've heard is private, do not trespass, but it's very cool looking. So it's a little lifting of our spirits since we're not exactly having the highest of spirits today. This helps. Does it help, Amelia? How are the cookies, Charlotte?
Awesome.
Awesome. You can wave if you want. We are hiking again. We are actually hiking up Big Butt Mountain. We don't know exactly which one it is, but we've been hiking for a while. But as you can see from Amelia's rain jacket, Matthew's rain jacket, once again, walking in the rain today. Maybe I can call it Terrible Thursday, Terrible Tuesday and Terrible Thursday. But we just saw that this mountain that we're walking near is just a sheer cliff face as it goes up. The cool thing, Matthew says there's very few of them. The cool thing about the way that we're hiking right now is that we don't have what they call the green tunnel because there aren't leaves on the trees. So we can see mountains in the distance that we won't be able to see once all of the leaves grow. So on and upward to Big Butt. Not such a bad view here at White Rock Cliff. There's Amelia standing and looking after a rainy morning where we walked through the clouds. Sure is nice, Charlotte, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice to be in the sun?
Yeah.
Nice to be drying off?
Yeah.
We are cautiously hopeful that that was the end of the rain for today and for tonight. Okay, here we are. Charlotte is sitting by our sign. What does it say, Charlotte?
300.
300 miles. I'm so proud of you. So earlier when we hit 300 miles, we thought we were climbing Big Butt Mountain. However, looking at my GPS now, I realized we're climbing Big Butt Mountain now. We came across this. We're pretty sure this is why it's called Big Butt Mountain.
Yeah, thank you. Bye now. Y'all off?
Yeah, if you want to take our picture, that'd be
Yes,
fine.
I will take your picture.
Choose the shutter button.
Okay.
We just passed Devil's Fork Gap where we received some wonderful trail magic, and that was really special from a husband and wife who run a ministry called Paths, and they do trail magic. So we are having to do a 1,500 mile climb in just a little bit, and so we are looking here at the trail, and we are pretty sure that it is, I'll show you when I get around this rhododendron bush here, we are pretty sure that we are headed to that mountain up and over that one right there. It doesn't have a name, which is funny to me, but pretty sure that's where we're headed. We're not very far up No Name Mountain, but our app told us we'd pass a stream several times, and we're passing it here, and it's so beautiful. There's a waterfall there, a rock slide. There's a waterfall further up as well. It's really fun to be in these mountains and see these. First time crossing this mountain stream. Here's our next crossing of this mountain stream. I know I'm doing a lot of these, but waterfalls and rainbows are two of my favorite things. We haven't seen any rainbows this trip, but this stream is providing some pretty sweet views. We are still climbing, but it's been gradual so far. Sweaty, but doable. It was a hard climb to get up. We are up at the top, and I checked my other guide. This is called Lick Rock. And so we are here. There's kind of a sister summit that we have to go over, and then we'll be going down. But it was a long, tough climb to get up here. Very hot, very sweaty, but beautiful. We found out that these flowers that Charlotte and I love are actually called spring beauties. So we just finished a 14.6 mile day with our packs on. The girls were phenomenal. We are now standing at the highway. Our shuttle driver, Nate, is right down there. We are waiting for Matthew to come. We're gonna get into Irwin to take a shower, maybe do some slack packing the next few days, but we hiked for about 8 hours today, a little bit longer, and the girls were such troopers. We had some trail magic, and we're very, very glad to be done with this day. After 14.6 miles yesterday, we promised the girls a day without their packs today, so we're slack packing. I'm carrying a little bit, but we're hiking with Blue and with Sunny. The girls love to see them when we catch up with them, and Maya. And we are going to go to Spivey Gap, then we'll go back to the hotel tonight, and then celebrate Easter tomorrow morning, then try to get out again tomorrow for last little bit of slack packing into Irwin. So we just finished our climb up Big Bald, which was a massive climb. People are celebrating as they come up here. The top is right there, but it's getting windy, so I wanted to take a video. The view is beautiful. Back there, even better from the top, so I'll take some pictures up there. When I was younger and something was really hard, my dad used to say, "Oh Lord, in these my final moments," and climbing up Big Bald several times I said, "Oh Lord, in these my final moments," but then I told Matthew that if I die, I do not want my ashes spread on Big Bald, because I do not want to remember that climb for all of eternity.
Oh, he's doing something else.
The wind is strong, but here's our 360-degree view from the top of Big Bald. As the girls play with this bug, we are climbing up to big rocks. And I think
High rocks.
we can see it. High rocks, not big rocks, high rocks. We are not going to do the summit trail because we have to catch our shuttle. So we won't be able to see all the way from the top, but it's very cool to look up here and see this huge, massive rocks on top. Well, we changed our mind. The girls and I want to go up. We want to see the summit. Matthew's going to go back down in case our shuttle driver comes, but this seems a little bit too cool to miss. With Amelia's love of islands, I think this one takes the cake. Charlotte's staying back there, guarding the entrance, but the view is pretty spectacular up here. All right, so I realized you couldn't really see Amelia's massive island. There she is up there. She asked me if she could take a picture with her feet hanging down. I told her that she could, as long as she didn't make my feet sweat, and as long as she didn't make me feel like she was gonna fall. In case you couldn't quite tell the scale. Here comes Amelia from the summit. If that gives you an idea of the scale of how big these high rocks are and where she was up there. They're very cool. It's a very cool thing to see. Was that fun, Amelia?
Yeah.
It's high, isn't it? Happy Easter. We are going to Irwin Presbyterian Church this morning. It's this really phenomenally cool building, and we're excited to be able to worship on Easter. It's Easter Sunday, and also my 40th birthday. We are doing our day of slack packing after worshiping with the wonderful people at Irwin Presbyterian Church. But we're walking a couple more miles to get into Irwin, and I looked and I realized here on Easter Sunday we are finally seeing green on the trees, new life on the trees here as we walk.
Take a picture.
We're slack packing on our way back down into Irwin. Thank you to Mr. Maps. We are walking by a really pretty stream and a steep descent, but we just found this little buddy walking among the rocks. You hear about the orange and red newts on the trail, and this is our first sighting of him. He's moving pretty slow.
So hard.
Nicely. Well, we are back again in Irwin, Tennessee. We just keep walking towards Irwin. Today we went southbound on our slack pack, and we are coming back to Uncle Johnny's. It is Uncle Johnny's Nolichucky Hostel. This is the Nolichucky River that we've been walking. Yesterday we came down with some great views of the river. Today we're walking back on the other side of the river. Tomorrow we will finally be out of Irwin for good.